Oh! The French judge has been bought. All right. We have Linda Powell has donated a calendar. Yeah, we can. 780 red. 780 for the Wells Fargo calendar. Aren't you glad you stuck around? Okay, now these are some beautiful prints that were donated by Laura Santi. We've got 149 blue. All right. Yes. Catherine. We know her. Yeah, anyway. We won't go there. Okay. Oh, hey, young fella. You got the prints? What's your name? Travis. When's it? And we have some Zena Hurley prints of sailing. Zena's actually apparently in this picture. Hopefully she's not the one falling in the water. Zena Hurley prints 539 blue. 539 blue.
Send it back here.
Can we find a vowel? Okay, we have a giant bag. It's like a mixed grab bag from the clinic. Goofy stuff, good stuff, all mixed in there. Lost and found, somebody says. Yeah, perhaps. That would be 9/11 orange for the grab bag. 9/11 orange. I saw pasta in there. Woo!
Hey, could you get the prints too? The prints too?
Tom Nuzzy looks like the proud winner of that. I think that's all she wrote for now.
The prints, the blue. He won the prints.
Let's get on with the show. What do you say?
Zena prints.
You guys ready for some more fun?
That's them down this way. Yeah. What a feeling, Zena. What a feeling.
Okay, so we still got a lot of good stuff. The best gift certificates still to come. Some cool posters, trigger point posters, point location posters. But on with the show. Next we have Kim Blevins and Brandy Valentine performing a song. Yo, give it up!
Here goes.
You guys can't remember that for this song. I told Kim if we mess up, I'm just going to do the goat and we're going to run off the stage.
Okay, we're going to do an Indigo Girl song, and it's called the Wood Song. I just want to explain a little bit because there's a lot of words in it. So we try to pick a song to kind of represent our journey here at school. And it's kind of saying that we've been through a lot, and to continue going where our journey takes us, and not just go where the fair weather is, but where we're needed and where we're supposed to be. So,
and it's a cappella.
It's a cappella again. Okay. A thin horizon of a plan is almost clear. My friends and I have had a tough time, bruising our brains, hard up against change. The old medicine in the shaman. Now I see we're in the boat in 2x2s. Only the heart as a tool to use. And the very close quarters is hard to get used to. Love weighs the hull down with its weight. the point. That's where I need to go.
No reconstruction of this tricky plan was built by other than a greater hand.
With golden hands.
With a love that passes understanding, watching closely over our journey. Yeah, and what it takes to cross the great divide seems more than all the courage I can muster up inside. And we'll get to find some answers when we reach the other side. The prize is always worth the rocky ride. And the wood is tired, and the wood is old, and we'll make it fine when the weather holds. And when the weather holds, we'll miss the point. That's where I need to go.
Sometimes I ask it, sneak a closer look, skip to the final chapter of the book, and maybe we can steer us clear of some of the pain it took to get us where we are this far.
This far.
Questions on the futility.
Make it fine when the weather holds. And if the weather holds,
no one can miss
we'll miss the point. Just holding on for the ride. And the wood is tired, and the wood is old, and we'll make it fine when the weather holds. And if the weather holds, then we'll miss the point. That's where I need to go.
Wow, very beautiful. Thank you. That was wonderful. Next, we have Denise Cottingham doing a poetry reading. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Test, test. Yeah. I haven't had the opportunity to share with this community my poetry. It's a big part of my life, and I'd like to share a couple of poems. I'll keep it short because I have been to some really long poetry readings, and I feel for you. The first one requires your participation. If you have keys with you, imagine not having keys with you. If you could just make little tantalizing noise with them, it'll provide a wonderful background for my poem called Digging for Keys. And it's dedicated to anyone who has ever misplaced their keys. While your fingertips memorize every worthless object floating in your bag, the whole world seems to wait for you to start your car. It's just like a missing thing to make you feel you just saw them. And you know you just saw them, and everyone can hear them with the change at the bottom. You forgot to do it in the light, and now you're digging for your keys. While your friends circle your car, soon they're leaning on its still and quiet body. You are in the center, and your pockets won't quit. Your purse, a small city. Your keys, a speck of dust, teasing. When they're ready to be found, they're right there. The search is over, you know where your keys are, and it makes you want to drive forever. I'll do without keys.
Just put them in my pocket.
If there was one story, is there one story that is perfectly yours, a story of your youth that can put you in a nutshell? I know a poem when I hear one, and when you speak, words move close together and beg in chorus to be made again. Once upon a time, you fell to the earth with purpose, a child with the ball, playing in the streets of your childhood, and when you fell, others fell upon you. Kids of all colors fell to the ground, warm like in bed with the ball close, and breathing bodies right there in touch. I hear you bridge these two natures, the child who wants to be tackled, sandwiched between earth and human life, something solid and round, tight in your heart and gut. This is not the perfect story of you, but a shape I give it, an echo within that runs hard and sweats, because listening is erotic, done fully with your body. Bones are moving in your ears. And this is a short, sweet, I think, roomy poem, and I dedicate this to this year's interns. I entered OCOM myself at about the same time that the current interns did, so I've been the whole route with you. You are the mirror as well as the face in it. You are tasting the taste of eternity right now. You are pain and what cures pain both. You are the sweet, cold water and the jar that pours. Thank you.
Right. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to have some really great hula dancing from a native Hawaiian who's a student here, Charlene. But first, I just had to get something off my chest. Not that. Now, I want to preface this by saying that Chris has done an incredible job. He works tirelessly to make this all possible. But I was recruited for this job at the last minute, and my week has been absolutely miserable. Paybacks. So anyways, I just got to get this off my chest, like I said before. This name has been haunting me for like a year and a half.
Still not spelled right.
Well, this name. I mean, let's just look at this name part by part, because it's. Right. Thank you, Richard. The first part of the word is chia, as in chia pet. Like, you know, the poor ceramic creature that you put the seeds in, you water them, they grow the hair. Okay, fine. Then we have cheer. So in my mind, a cheer, it would be somebody who practices the chi, but perhaps stutters. So we have chia, cheer, and then, so I just don't get it. But then we have ini, which means very small. Well, that makes sense. No, but anyways, I thought what we should do is we should come up with a more user-friendly version of the name here, because you see the guy in the hall and you just can't call him by his name. So, I mean, you could call him Chris, but that's boring. So what I thought we would do is I've got a great nickname, that maybe you guys would like to hear it. It's Cacker. Repeat after me, Cacker. So if you see him in the hall, just say, don't say, hey Chris, say, hey Cacker. Or if he says something really funny, it could happen. You could always go, just like Popeye. So from now on, he's Cacker, okay? Thanks. Love ya. Chevy Chase, all right. Charlene Domingo is going to present hula dance from her native Oahu.
Inside your mind, I guess we're always living on borrowed time. Yes, I will be here to hold your hand
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, thank you very much, Charlene. Next up we have one of the great open-hearted soul brothers of OCOM, person I love very much. I think he's part of the Elf clan, perhaps. And he's very talented, too, and very funny. Clark Zimmerman.
Hello, everybody. So I join you tonight as an ambassador of goodwill and light and play. And I've been inspired throughout life by Pan and Peter Pan and every child that I've ever met, whether they be 80 years old or 8 years old. And so I really like to see myself as a spreader of that sort of energy, that play energy. And just to remind us all that as dedicated as we might get to family and work and different things, it's really a good thing to remember to play as often as you can. So I'm going to start off with a little juggling here. I love to juggle. I love to bounce around. In fact, it's really hard for me to sit still in general, which is why I got rid of my television set 8 years ago and started picking up different objects, throwing them through the air. And I don't juggle cats. But I do have a lot of fun with a lot of other things. I left the fire at home tonight. Little fun. It's a great thing for, if you're jittery or hyperactive, or if you have kids who won't sit still. If you put juggling balls in their hands, it's amazing what happens. Move on to clubs, and I noticed that Liza moved back to the second row. So these are clubs, and I have trained extensively with these inside, so don't worry about all the breakable lights and small children in the front here. Okay, here we go. La 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 la. Okay, ha ha. No problem. So that's one of the greatest things about juggling, too, that I like to share with people is it's built in that you're supposed to drop them and mess up. Like, that's part of juggling. So you can't really mess up. If you put something down, oh, hey, keep the rhythm. I didn't drop them, did I? Okay, now these are my magic sticks. Have you guys seen these before? Pretty magic sticks. Watch closely. So I like to start these off on the ground, and then I pick them up. They like to dance. Ha! Ha! Alright. So that's the magic sticks. Okay. Let's see here. I wonder if we might turn off a few of these big lights here. Maybe we can do that? Well, these are really cool. If you can imagine a dark room. These are really cool too because I like playing with light and color a lot.
Hold on a sec, I think we might be able to do it for
Okay,
you.
cool. Right. Crack stage crew here tonight. Like I said, I really like bright, colorful things, whether they be smiles or rainbows or sunshine. So I also brought a few colors with me this year. I don't know if any of you were here last year. But I brought some of my balloons, and I really like to play with balloons. And this is something that I do a little in my off time. But let me see here what we got tonight. So I would love to have a volunteer from the audience, preferably an older gent. Anyone? I mean, you know, a wiser gent. That came out all wrong. All right, Richard, I nominate you. The color goes away in a little while. Don't worry about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with your basic hat, right? I love adoring people. Hey! Okay. Actually, and actually, if you could, it would be a big help. If you could help me and just blow that up. Save me some time here, get on with the act, right? Okay. So this is a really cool one. Okay, so we'll add this candy cue to the top of the hat. Richard! Come on, Richard. So people ask me what my exercise regimen is. Try blowing these suckers up. So at least you can like hold this for me. I thought I could get someone who would help out. Okay, you can stop. I wish to save you your lungs and your health. So I just had to make a point, and now I'm going to show you how I generally do these. So we're going to add some yellow. See, I've been barred from singing in the shower at home. And whenever I'm out doing this, I take that opportunity to sing, play. Okay. You're looking great, Richard. What's up? Okay. It's kind of fun because these just get so big. And sometimes if people don't have big enough cars to take them home, it's interesting trying to see them fit in like the MG widget thing. So we're getting bigger. Bigger. Let's see. Add a little orange.